A Trump voter is begging the president to stop it with his tariffs as his daughter's business is being crushed by these import taxes. Holly Eve recently spoke to the Economic Times saying that, hey, look, I might have to close down my California-based deodorant business, which that sucks because I know a lot of people probably could use some deodorant, some good deodorant. Now, why does she have to shut down? Well, Trump's tariffs, his import taxes have raised the price on necessary components. Okay, according to Eve, the manufacturers informed her that the cost of her stuff would increase by about 60 to 200% due to the import taxes. Making things more difficult, of course, for her is the fact that she had taken out a small business loan in order to get through the worst of the pandemic, which is still ongoing, by the way. We actually have never left the pandemic. People are still getting sick. People are still dying. There are new variants every few months, every season, and it's just, again, getting worse. But anyway, she took out that loan, and now she's afraid that because of these import taxes, she's not going to be able to pay back her loan. Okay, so she says this seems like a problem too large to solve. It has completely wrecked my mental health. Hey, join the club. Okay, I do not know a lot of people who are doing well right now mentally. Okay, again, you've got the import taxes that are hurting people. You've got food that has gotten more expensive. Vegetables are like at least 36% higher than they were before because of Trump's immigration raids. You got spiking energy prices. Health insurance is about to go way up because of the subsidies and that are going away, the tax credits that are going away because of Trump's big, beautiful bullshit bill. And so things are bad. Things are getting bad out here, and it's getting real. It's really getting worse. Okay, it's getting worse. Well, and it's again going to continue to get worse. Things are not going to get better. Okay, I feel like we're going to need to bottom out, and that is not going to be pretty. It is going to be terrible. Now, that said, Eve's father, Stephen R. Landfield. Stephen R. Landfield is a Trump voter. Voted for Trump. Yeah, make America great again. All right. Now, he voted for Trump, but it's like, oh my God, please reverse the tariffs. Please. This is not going well for us. This is not doing what I thought it was going to do. And it's actually hurting my family. Okay. Well, he says, small businesses are the backbone of our country, yet these tariffs unfairly target them. Many will have no choice but to close their doors, Landfield wrote in a letter to Trump. I urge you to reconsider this policy so that American entrepreneurs and small business owners like my daughter can continue contributing to our economy without being crushed by costs beyond their control. So now there's some irony here, okay? Because look, I was told by many a MAGA, all right, and Trump himself, that it was the other countries. It was, China that's gonna pay the tariffs. It's China, and we're raking in so many billions of dollars, from these tariffs from the other countries. No, that's from us. Okay, we pay the tariffs. First, the business pays that imports the stuff, but oftentimes, the majority of the time, these companies will pass on the costs to us, to the consumer. And so that's how tariffs work. That's how tariffs have always worked. And I still do not seem to understand how this simple concept got so wildly misunderstood. Okay, actually, I do know why. People just believe the things that came out of Donald Trump's mouth. Donald Trump, who is a known and documented liar. Okay. They believed him. They believed him. And now, as a result of believing a liar, leopards have come for their faces. I mean, what did you expect? And look, the Economic Times found that other businesses were also in survival mode, okay, or had already closed because of Trump's import taxes. Richard May had stated that his business, MFG Direct to USA, had been, designing garage doors and medical treatment beds since the 1990s. But his business may close within the next 60 days because the model tends to rely on manufacturers in Asia. May now must pay an additional 83% tax to the federal government to get the products from China. We're hanging on by a thread, he said. We've been doing everything possible. We're working harder just to stay in business. Look, it has gotten so bad, by the way, that even Arizona iced tea, right, may end up raising their prices. It was 99 cents for the longest time. 99 cents. And now, because of Donald Trump's import taxes, his tax on working class people, middle class people, that is going to go up. The cost of Arizona, he has ruined the cost of Arizona iced tea. Okay? That's what he has done. All right? It's all Trump. Okay? And look, I hate to say it. And you can get mad at me for this. Go ahead. But if you voted for Trump, you deserve what you get. You deserve it. You will have the day that you voted for. That's it. No, I don't like it. I don't like saying it. I don't want people to suffer. I have empathy. I have so much empathy for people, right? I have too much. I care too much about people. But look, we did warn you. We did warn you, though, that people will suffer as a result of your vote, of what you did, what you voted for. And now, of course, and now you are. We all are. We're all suffering here. Okay? We are all in this boat together. And that's what people freaking have to understand. All right? We, as citizens of this country, we are all in the same boat. And yet, some of the passengers, okay, about a third, decided it would be a great idea for poking holes in the floor of this boat because a black woman dared to want to be the captain for a while. And they were like, no, it can't happen. No, black woman can't be captain. No, we will not let that happen. Why? Why don't you want that to happen? Oh, right.
The Republican Party's racist.
That's why. Uh-huh. And look, I had my own issues with Kamala Harris, okay? But I still voted for her, and I don't regret that because I saw what was going on with Donald Trump. And again, if you want to come at me with like, oh, but then you voted for genocide. If you voted for Trump, you also voted for genocide. There was no non-genocide vote. Get it through your dumb heads, okay? There was no non-genocide vote. If you voted in this election, you had the choice of genocide or genocide. So there you go. That's the reality of the situation, and it fucking sucks. It sucks bad. That's why you vote in primaries for non-genocide candidates. And if you don't have a non-genocide candidate, then run yourself. Okay? Then you run. And you know what? If you do, I will support you. If you're a non-genocide progressive candidate. But if you don't, then, well, don't be mad. Or if you don't get out there and vote for, in primaries for non-genocide candidates, then don't get mad when you get stuck with two pro-genocide candidates. Because that's what's happening. That's what's happening right now. Okay? But anyway, here we are. We're in the boat, and we're sinking. Okay. Look, this man voted against his own daughter. Okay. And her business. And so, yeah, there you go. And you know what? So many white women, by the way, voted against themselves. I don't know how she voted. I mean, look, California, probably for Harris, business owner, maybe for Trump. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I do know that there were about 53% of white women who voted for Donald Trump. 60% of white men voted for Donald Trump. So, I mean, that's a majority. Now, you look at the black community, 7% of black women voted for Trump. Seems like they were onto something. Okay? Yeah, it seems like black women, a lot smarter than everybody else. All right? I'm just saying. Look, Trump promised to do tariffs. Trump promised to do mass deportation. All right? And to weaponize the government against his enemies. And that's exactly what he's doing. That's what he's doing. Okay? None of this should be a surprise to you. None of this should be a surprise to anyone who has paid attention. And I'm sorry, dude, but not only did you vote for this, right? And support this, you caused all this to happen. But, and here's the other irony, right? Trump no longer needs to listen to you, so he's not going to. Okay? He's already got your vote. You already gave it to him. And so he's going to take your letter, right? If it even gets to his desk, and he's going to shove it right in the next closest circular file and go on with his day. That's it. That's it. You know why? Because you and your daughter mean absolutely nothing to this man. Absolutely nothing. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.